And welcome back to part 9 of What If Naruto Had a Sister. Last time on the Naruto What If, the invasion of the leaf had happened from the sound and the sand, but they had fought him off. Third died, and Naruto and Naruto had both gone off the train to help, train with Jiraiya, but help find Tsunade and learn a cool technique along the way. So we actually left off with Itachi opening up the door, them opening the door, and Itachi and Kasame being there. Naruto, we'd like you hey, Itachi, is this the guy? Yes, it would appear, Kasame, but it seems he has someone with him. So, that's okay. We heard they had a sister, right? Hey, little girl, why don't you just stay back and let us have a little chat with your brother, all right? Naruto and Naruto are just like, who is this guy? And they see Itachi, and they both, just like in Naruto realized in the originals, he's got the same eyes as Sasuke. Is this? And Naruto's actually the one who asks, are you Itachi Chia? And he's like, I see, so you know of me. But according to that's not surprising, seeing as our intel says my brother's on your team. I'm sure he's spoken about me, but now is not really the time. Naruto, we'd like you to come with us. And Naruto does, walk out the door like he did in the original, because he doesn't know what to do, because he can tell these guys are way out of either him or Naruto's league. Naruto's like, Naruto, it's like, Naruto, stay back. Stay back. This guy, I can see the look on his face is going to be a troublemaker. Maybe if I just shave off his legs. He can't run away if he doesn't have legs. And that's when Sasuke comes in, Itachi! And there's Sasuke. Sasuke, what are you doing here? Naruto's, Sasuke! It's like, I see, little brother. I'm not interested in you right now. I do what you said. I lived my life hating you. I'm gonna kill you. Chidori! And obviously fails in his like, Sasuke! It's like, and Naruto tries to use, Kurama's chakra, eats it up with Samahata, but problem in this scenario for Itachi and Kasame is there is another person there. And just as he's about to actually get activate Tsukuyomi on Sasuke, he's about to force Sasuke's eyes open, he hears, striking Shadow Snake! And Itachi's I see. This does pose a little bit more of a problem. Sasuke's just like, Sasuke, okay? I'm fine. That was close. I'm not done yet. Sasuke does it. I swear I will kill him. I am an avenger. I will avenge my clan no matter what. Sasuke, come on. We can't take him on. Itachi, you need some help? I've got this taken care of. And Naruto just, then I'll just let it go with my leg shaving plan here. And swipes right at Naruto's legs. Just, like, Naruto! And Sasuke actually, looks like, Naruto! And, Naruto's like, ah! Until, poof. It's like, huh? Where exactly did you? And then Naruto's actually just standing on the ceiling because Kasame made the dumbass move to turn around and look at Itachi. Well, Itachi wasn't paying attention because he was focused on Sasuke. And Naruto actually just drops a flashbang. Just like, you might... It's like, say cheese! Just, dog! It's like, you little brat. I see they're going to be much bigger trouble than I thought. And that's when Jiraiya comes in. The whole hallway turns into the stomach of the mountain toad. I see. So this, Jiraiya, you think I can fall for the charge of some measly woman? No, wouldn't fall for me. It's my specialty. The gallant Jiraiya is here. And so Jiraiya comes, says, all that goes the same, and Itachi and Kasame have to, hightail out. They're using Amaterasu. Now, guy comes in, boom, gives a shot to the jaw to Jiraiya. I'm so sorry, Lord Jiraiya. Like, yeah, it's fine. But the big thing here that's different is Sasuke's fine. Like, they do learn about Kakashi being completely, getting completely mollywopped, but no, Sasuke's fine. And, he and Naruto and Naruto and Jiraiya are actually able to have a conversation. Like, look, that was brave but stupid of you, kid. Itachi's a whole nother level than you are right now. I get, it's like, I've trained so hard. It's like, trained so hard, and couldn't even do anything to him. And it's like, Naruko and Naruto just looking at it, it's like, oh, what? And Naruto's like, look, dude, it's okay. It's like, it's not okay. And Sasuke's just frustrated, and she's like, if I can't even beat him, if I can't beat him, I'll never be able to avenge them. Never, don't you understand? And finally, it's Naruto just smacks him. Like, Sasuke, get over yourself. You're one of the strongest ninja of our generation. Okay. In fact, the only ones you couldn't beat are right behind me and Naruto, of course. And Naruto's just like, that's right. Come on, man. Itachi's been doing this for years. You really think that you're weak just because you can't beat him now? If you can't beat him now, get stronger so you can beat him next time. If you don't beat him next time, you don't stop until you can beat him. Believe, and we'll help you every step of the way. And Naruto's like, that's right. That's right. Come on. That's what being friends are. That's what friends are about. That's what being a team is about, right? And they both just give him this look. And Sasuke's like, and then Sasuke just kind of like, oh God, sometimes you guys really are annoying. It's like, yeah, but it's part of our charm. Naruto's like, yeah, but it's part of our charm. And Jiraiya's like, it's like your teammates or your friends are right, Sasuke. Honestly, the fact you were even able to get the Chidori down at such a young age just proves that you will definitely surpass him one day, as long as you never give up that fighting spirit. And Sasuke taking that word from Jiraiya is like, Jiraiya, I know this is it might be much, but I ask you something. He's like, look, I know what you're going to ask, and unfortunately, I can't help you in that regard. Can't help you. I would not be a good trainer for you. And like, look, don't worry. Well, I'm sure we'll be able to work something out once we get Tsunade back, and we're able to revive Kakashi. If anything, Kakashi is really will be able to teach you more than anything I ever could. Which is technically true. Kakashi having a Sharingan, having so much knowledge under his belt from all the jutsu he's obtained, really would be able to teach Sasuke more than Jiraiya would overall. Jiraiya certainly could teach him stuff Kakashi couldn't, but yeah, don't get me wrong. There's a lot of scenarios where Jiraiya certainly could take Sasuke under his wing. In fact, that could be the very focal point of that. But and I've been given that suggestion a couple times, but no, he's not going to take it. And Sasuke's like, don't worry, man. We'll be back after we get Tsunade back. Bring Tsunade back. No problem. Sasuke, Naruto, Naruto, fist bump, and he goes back to the village with Guy. So they go out, and they finally come to get down to train. Let's get down to training. And so he shows them the first step to the Rasengan. Now, I don't think either Naruto or Naruto does it well immediately. Like I said, Naruto's chakra control is a bit better than Naruto's, but Naruto has more chakra overall. And I can see Naruto probably having a slight easier go at it, but the fact is they're just kind of trying to push each other, and, it's difficult. Eventually, Naruto figures out the two-hand trick. Naruto follows in suit. And so they spend a lot of time now practicing, A, with the ball, but B, when the ball's not working, they actually practice with the balloon. I think Naruto would actually suggest that when the ball isn't working, focus on the balloon. Get your chakra control even better. Get so we can hopefully get it to one hand. And after a while, they no longer are having to do the whole like you see Naruto do, but instead just are able to kind of condense it into the ball and then pop it. The rubber ball, though, that's taking a lot of force. Eventually, Naruto's the first one to burst through it, and he explains what he did with to Naruto, and ultimately she does the same thing, albeit it hurts the hell out of their hands initially. So now they're focusing, as they get to the bar where Tsunade and Shizune are, they're focusing on the final step. Now, Naruto is actually having an easier time at this than Naruto. Neither of them are able to fully do it, but Naruto is able to keep it a solid sphere longer. Again, this comes from better chakra control on her part. But because they're able to push each other, they're closer than where Naruto was by the end of this, by where he got Tsunade. In fact, for a few moments, it actually will stay a solid Rasengan sphere for Naruto, but she can't hold it for the time being. Naruto doesn't do that, but it's not leaking chakra quite as much as it was initially with all those strands of leaking chakra. I'd imagine it looks more like a sun where the chakra's kind of like just fizzling off like a burning orb. So they finally get to the bar. And this is where things are a bit different because now Naruko's there. Naruko, would even though she's not a fangirl like a lot of other ninja, I think like Tenten probably admires Tsunade as like the strongest kunoichi that ever came out of the Hidden Leaf. Like, she's one of the legendary Shani. She's the legendary healer. She is like an idol. Like this is someone she like aspires to be, and she sees this like, oh, this is Tsunade. That's Tsunade, and she just looks like, what happened to her? I was like, I'm not sure, kid. Yeah, it looks like, so, hey, Tsunade. It's like, Jiraiya. And you had some, and he's got some little friends too. It just seems to be a day for old reunions, or for reunions with old teammates. Orochimaru. Yeah, he stopped by earlier. And so they start to have this conversation, and, you know, Naruko doesn't really know what to make of this scenario. Like, she's been looking forward to hopefully finding her this whole time, and now she sees her, she's a drunk, she's foul-mouthed, she's ill-tempered, she's disrespecting that's when they bring up the third Naruto, like, is like, but Naruko's even just like, what? You're not Tsunade. You're not, who? And, she's just like, oh, take him back. It's like, Kage's a fool's there, and finally, is like, shut up! It's like, who the hell do you think you are? And Naruto's sitting there surprised. Naruko stood up. It's like, you're not Tsunade. You're not Tsunade, Sani. He's like, what? Who the hell is this? Some little brat. Now, his name's Naruko Uzumaki. I'm going to be the next Hokage. It's like, so you just want to die just like everyone else, huh, kid? And Naruto then stands up like, don't talk to my sister like that. She's right. You're no Sonic. You're just a drunk, bitter old. I think Naruto, being the fact that it's Japan and we can get away with more colorful language, actually calls her a bitch, which Naruko, despite the fact doesn't like her brother, using such language, at least towards women, isn't going to disagree in this case. Like, it's just you're just a drunk, bitter old bitch. It's like, and Tsunade, it's like, who the hell do you think you are, brats? And we're the Uzumaki siblings. And we're going to be the next Hokage. Believe it. Then she's like, you both can't be Hokage. Hokage, you really aren't the smartest pair, are you? And it's like, yeah, still smarter than better looking you are. I like that line from, what was it? Die Another Day, that cue that's like, still better looking, cleverer than you are. And they throw a line like that, and she's like, you want to take this outside, you little Hokage wannabes? It's like, fine. And it's like, tell you what, I don't normally get involved in this stuff, but I'll take you both on. And I'll just use one finger, because I think she'd be that confident. And Naruto and Naruko just looking at her like, looking at her like, right. And they go in, and she immediately just rushes and just boom, boom, and they go flying. She, however, surprisingly, is like, striking shadow snake, and actually, snakes come out and do latch on to Tsunade's like, really? Where'd you learn that? You're not under that snake swing, are you? It's like, screw that snake bastard. I learned it from Anko Sensei. Anko? Oh, little Anko. That's right. She did train under that bastard, didn't she? Well, I must admit, and she just briefly heals up her arm, like nothing. I must admit, that's really clever. Of course, even naturally, my body has a strong immunity to toxins. So even the mild poison you tried to inject me with did nothing. It's like, oh, come on, you really think I didn't know that? Speaking of which, and then she just kind of just switches to a different finger, still one finger, just boom. It was a cute little try, Naruto kid trying to sneak up on me, but it just flicks Naruto again. I can't be taken surprised that easy. And then a clone just shadow clone, and all of a sudden Naruko also disappears. Another shadow clone, and all of a sudden she hears it, and they both basically decided we can't make a full Rasengan on our own, and we need to hit her with everything you got. So what they did was a combined Rasengan together, just. It's a bit bigger because they're combining the chakra. It's not quite a great ball, but it's basically a bigger Rasengan that's actually held together. It's like, what the? And she just clashes with it, just boom, and they both go flying again. Surprisingly, her fingers pretty much just like just rubbed raw, not even rubbed, like burnt raw, like just muscle, tendon, and a bit of bone. And she's just like, damn it all. And fortunately, there's a little bit of blood. She's like, No, no. And she just starts healing up her finger a bit, just not looking, just. Jiraiya, what were you thinking teaching those kids those techniques? They weren't even able to master. They had to do it together. I would say that was actually a pretty good shot for some kids who've only been practicing it for a. And actually, can't remember how long Naruto had been practicing it. I think a month, roughly. Yeah, he got down a month. For about a month. It's like, what? You're joking. They've been doing this for only a month? Damn it. You'll never be able to master those techniques, kids. You brats. It's like, oh yeah, just give me 3 days. I'll have it down. I'll have it down in 2. Yeah, well, I'll have it down in 1. It's like, tell you what, I'll make you a bet. I'll make you both a bet. And then if you win, I'll consider you an impossible candidate to be Hokage. I even throw in my necklace. And if you lose, well then I get to keep all of what's in your little froggies. And I imagine Naruto also has a froggy wallet, which I think would be adorable. I always like Naruto's froggy wallet. And she's like, "What? How the hell is she?" And so Naruto are given the week. Naruto and Naruto are given the week. And because they have each other to like bounce off ideas on how to do things and whatnot, I think they both get down the two-handed Rasengan to complete it. But the problem is doing the one-handed. So once they have it down two-handed and repeatedly practice it, I'd say that happens about halfway through the week. Then they try doing one-handed, and they just can't seem to get it down. Like they just can't figure out how they can just cone the chakra. Ultimately, though, they do figure out they can at least form it in their hand and then, do the one hand. Again, Naruto is able to do a little bit better with just the one hand, but still. So we ultimately get to the day where Orochimaru, and Tsunade goes to Orochimaru. I always love that line. She slipped me a Mickey. And it's like, Naruto, Naruto. She's damn it all. It's like, we gotta go after her. And so ultimately the gang shows up and it's like, Naruto, Jiraiya, oh, and little Naruto. It's such a pleasure to see you again. It's like, Kabuto, all this time you were a traitor this whole time? It's like, Naruto, you two should just give up. You two don't really have any aptitude for being ninja. And I was like, what? And obviously Tsunade gets the blood sprayed on her. And Naruto and Naruto both basically try to tag team Kabuto. And this time it doesn't go where he just blinds Naruto and Naruto fails. No, because he actually has to focus on both these guys. And so Kabuto is just like, fine. And, he throws some blood at Naruto and focuses on Naruto, who immediately just throws Senbon at him and then just boom, boom, multiplies the Senbon. Just, damn it. And Naruto admittedly is blinded, but his clones aren't, so he just throws in some kunai of his own, just boom, and then just boom, then more Shadow Clone Shuriken Jutsu. And so Kabuto's being accosted from all sides, like, damn, and he actually is able to get a couple kunai in on him. Naruto finally wipes the blood away from his face. And is like, all right, my turn. And just as Kabuto has his chakra scalpels ready and comes in closing the gap with Naruto, who's like, crap, I don't have enough time. Naruto grabs him with some ninja wire, because remember, we used the ninja wire here, and using the Shadow Clone Shuriken Jutsu and some ninja wire, and just kind of like grabs Kabuto's arm, like, what? You're not getting anywhere, Naruto! And Orochimaru, meanwhile, has been looking at this for a while, was about to chime in, and then Jiraiya came's like, well, those two actually seem to have Kabuto on your little assistant on the ropes there, don't they? He probably shouldn't have underestimated him. He underestimates nothing, Jiraiya, unlike you. And, Naruto is about to hit him with a Rasengan, like, but Kabuto at the last minute is able to basically snap one of the wires with his chakra scalpel, which allows him to get to the other ones, and finally just twist and turn and throw Naruto right into Naruto, while actually tagging Naruto with the chakra scalpel as well. And Naruto, luckily he didn't get a clean hit on his chest like he did in the original. He got it more in the side, but Naruto was still just, it's like, Naruto, I'm okay. It's like, damn it. It's like, and Shizune goes in and, does battle. And, she throws the poison gas. Once with this, I'm a dead man. And takes out her Achilles tendon. And finally, he goes after Tsunade. And it's, again, Naruto comes in, blocks it with his head. But Naruto this time just, like, has the shock water taking after Naruto. But then adds in Striking Shadow Snake. Striking Shadow Clone Snake. As the snakes multiply immediately. Kind of similar to what Orochimaru does when he just coughs up all those snakes. But more like she's just multiplying the snakes that come out of the Striking Shadow Snake. It's like, Shadow Snake? What? That's right. She knows the snake jutsu too. It's like, damn it! And he's about to, think words here. He's about to, get out of there. But as he's about to, he hears his like he hears Naruto. Well, he doesn't hear Naruto say this, but get ready to make good on our bet. And Naruto's just focusing like he is target locked, and he realizes after the fact this is what was missing. He needed that real battle focus, and he just so Kabuto, as he's about to barely get out of the jutsu, hears compressed child focus, Rasengan! What? And just boom! Just lands the KO! Just throws Kabuto back. Naruto is able to avoid getting hit and just lets go of the snakes and the wire. Kabuto goes launched into that chakra rock, and yeah, they put him down for a while. However, Naruto's just, between the injury and the fact that took another shot to the head, and the fact that he had to really put some effort in that, Naruto's huffing and puffing. Naruto's actually not doing that much better either. They both had to put like a decent amount of effort in this, and then Orochimaru comes in to attack them both. They can't block, but Tsunade gets in and blocks, saves them, and finally, I do think finally she overcomes her fear of blood. Not in the same way she did in the original, because that was her focusing to save Naruto, but it's her protecting these two kids. Then she summons Katsuya, Manda, Jiraiya, and Gamabunta. That whole fight goes down the same. Naruto and Naruto are just bystanders at that point. Yeah, they could try to summon their summons, but they can't do anything in this. Like, Naruto also, again, failed to summon, like, anyone apart from maybe Gamma in this point. Like, I don't think he gets a Gamakichi or a Gamatatsu. I think he does get like a slightly bigger toad, but he's unable to summon like Gamamuto or Gamakaken or the other one, Gamahiro, the one with the swords. He's unable to summon any of them. And Naruto, while she could summon a snake, it's snake on snake, and that would pose a problem for, I think, alignments and, opponents fighting each other. So ultimately, they actually see Tsunade for what she is after they, Orochimaru and Kabuto bail from the fight. And Naruto and Naruto actually see her for what she is. It's like, look, I don't, and she's barely got words for this, but, and it's like, so that's what you really look like? It's like, excessive use of my healing ability shortens my lifespan. And wears on my body. It's like, so this is why you put the that transformation up. And so it's like, are you gonna be okay, Tsunade? It's like, don't call me that. You know what you have to call me, or what? I can't remember what he called her. You know what you all have to call me now. It's like, do we have? And Naruto does look at Naruto and say, do we have to? It's like, well, she did. Look, she proved herself well enough in this. It's like, yeah, you can tell she's not the same one we met in the bar, Naruto. Naruto's looking at her, is like, And he walks up to her. He walks up to we never truly see what she looks like, by the way, like a full image of Tsunade's true face. We don't actually see it. We see enough though to get the idea. And he walks up to Tsunade, and he just looks at her and goes, You better. I'm trying to remember what I was going to say. It's like, you better not let him down. And Naruto just looks at her face, and she's got a little bit of a shocked look on her face, like, and she does smile, like, And then later on, she recovers. They're eating. It's like, I'd still don't know if I'm okay with her being Hokage. It's like, well, you don't really have a choice in this matter, Naruto. As Jiraiya basically kind of tells him off. It's like, fine. Well, hey, think of it this way at least. And she hands them both their frog wallets. Like, you won the bet, which reminds me. And she gives it to Naruto. It's like, I think you've earned this. And it's like, wow. And so Naruto's like, that's so cool. And then Naruto kind of looks at it and just like, you know what? It's like, do you think I got an idea? And Naruto goes. Now, if I remember, I'm not gonna have a picture up. Actually, you know what? Let me see if I can get a picture up here of Tsunade's necklace, because I actually think there's a cool thing we can do here. Now, this is really just so Naruto doesn't get left out. Tsunade's, let's see here, necklace. Let's see here now. So I just want to find a picture of the necklace from the actual anime itself. Let's see here now. Okay, there's a picture of Tsunade. Let's get that up. Let's see, can I enlarge this at all? Can't really enlarge it past this. But let's just get the image here. So if you can see that, I'll try to enlarge this a bit more. If you can see that, the necklace is basically a jewel, there's nothing else here. Yeah! 1 second. It's basically a gem with these two. So let's just, for the argument here, say that these are 3 gems. Naruto goes, quickly buys a strap, gives Naruto the big gem, and he has these 2 smaller gems instead. He splits between the 2 of them. So let's say that's what it looks like. So ultimately, though, that is where we're going to leave it off. They're going to be heading back to the village. All's well that ends well. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, share, subscribe. I'll see you folks for the next one. Have a good one.